never get the best of me. Shut up when I speak. You're all talk, but the walk is cheap. So get up or get out. Time to face the reality. I'm a monster from your dreams. You don't wanna see the side of me. So get up or get out.
"24 hours after Backlash, we are live in Nova Scotia for Monday Night Raw. And we are kicking off this week's episode of Raw with the Canadian Clash, a rubber match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It was last week on Raw where Sami Zayn scored a victory over Owens with a handful of tights. Then last night at Backlash, Kevin Owens would make it one apiece with a stunner to Sami Zayn. I caught up with Sami Zayn earlier today and he was still raging at that loss last night, and he guaranteed the outcome of this evening would be a victory for the Crusader that is Sami Zayn. I don't know how he can guarantee that after that loss at Backlash, but Zayn seemed very confident and he said he would settle this rivalry once and for all. So can he do it? What do you think? Let me know in the chat and in the comments section. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here this evening, and those of you that joined the premiere of Backlash on my YouTube channel. If you didn't see the action live, you can check out Backlash and the kickoff on demand right now on my YouTube channel. But don't go anywhere just yet, as Kevin Owens receives a huge ovation from the fans here in Nova Scotia. The Canadian faithful clearly behind Owens over Zayn in a night which we will see Ricochet participate in our main event, and a chance for Ricochet to also settle a score as he goes one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. And it must have been very difficult for Ricochet to look on seeing Styles compete in the main event against the WWE Champion Shinsuke Nakamura after he defeated Carl Anderson earlier in the night. Let's not forget how the club cost Ricochet that spot. But right now we must turn our attention to the matchup at hand. It is the Backlash after Backlash here on Raw. And Sami Zayn quickly out the corner, takes down Owens, trying to force the pin. One. And Kevin Owens kicks out at one. A very fast start by Sami Zayn. As I mentioned earlier, Zayn very focused. He guaranteed a victory. European uppercut by Sami Zayn. Forearm shot by Zayn too. And drops Kevin Owens with a flatliner. Another pin. And another one count. Seems like Zayn has a matter of urgency about him. Wants to get this one wrapped up nice and quickly. Easier said than done when you take on Kevin Owens. And we have a split crowd here in Nova Scotia. It was Owens who received a great ovation, but now we're beginning to hear the slight rumble of Sami Zayn fans, even though Zayn openly berated the WWE Universe a couple of weeks ago. There you go again, threatening the fans. Zayn, jacks the jaw of Kevin Owens, and Owens hasn't got out the gates yet. Really struggling. And Sami Zayn drops Kevin Owens on his back on the hardest part of the ring apron. And our official starts the count. It has all been Sami Zayn in our opening contest here on Raw. And it doesn't look like that momentum is going to stop. A boot by Zayn. Referee up to the count of 5. Zayn must be careful of the count, and he wisely rolls Kevin Owens back into the ring. Referee was just about to reach 7, but plenty of time, and now Zayn goes to work. Very impressive start by Sami Zayn, and let's not forget that Kevin Owens, with that victory last night, handed Zayn his first singles loss. Zayn heads up and now just begins to punch repeatedly Kevin Owens in the face. And Owens has been unable to respond. Zayn has really nullified any sort of offense from Kevin Owens, and Owens falls down. Maybe a bit of fatigue from Kevin Owens. You see the ultimate focus of Sami Zayn really rolled up for this one. I told you he was raging earlier tonight. Another pin. 1, 2. Very close, and well, that would have been a dominant victory if Zayn had got the win, but he doesn't. Owens stays in this one somehow. I'm sure this is not the start, but Kevin Owens is not at the races. And an exploder into the corner, and Sami Zayn. 1, 2, on. Owens just with that shoulder popped it off the canvas at the very last second. And now Kevin Owens, maybe that exploder just about woke him up. He needs to wake up if he's going to win this matchup. Here comes Owens, but Zayn responds. Sami Zayn, ran into an elbow of KO, and Owens, German suplex. And that's what the Kevin Owens fans wanted to see. It's taken a while. Owens in this matchup. A very different start from Owens as opposed to 24 hours ago. How much did that take out of him? And Owens, tries the knee into the back of the head and neck of Sami Zayn. Stutters at the pinfall attempt, and it was close. Maybe if he got his act together, was a bit quicker, would have given him the victory, but no, Zayn's still in it. And that will be the case as well for our main event. How much has participating last night at Backlash taken out of our competitors? Ricochet was in action, but of course AJ Styles in our main event, and what a match it was between him and Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, catch Backlash on demand. Link in the description, link in the comments. You cannot miss it. As Zayn responds once again, sends Owens to the corner. I thought for a moment he'd be going for the haluva kick, but instead just came in with the forearm. Didn't feel that he had sufficiently damaged Kevin Owens to go for his finishing maneuver, but instead turns Kevin Owens inside out, and you see that aggression from Sami Zayn burning through his veins. And Owens again, it has not been a great outing thus far. Sami Zayn takes up Kevin Owens. Perched on a precarious position is KO. Sami Zayn, dropped him across that top turnbuckle. Well, he's really feeling it now. Is Sami Zayn going to live up to his guarantee? It looks so. Here comes Zayn. No! Kevin Owens super kick. And as close as the lights were for going out for Kevin Owens, the lights are now firmly on. A pin off the frog splash and Kevin Owens. Oh! Very close. How momentum can change in a matter of seconds. A knee from Kevin Owens. Went for the forearm. Zayn replies. These two now willing to stand and trade. Ooh! Shot by Zayn. Zayn! Blue Thunderbomb! 1, 2! Oh! I think Zayn thought he had him, but he just didn't. Owens kicked out, and now Sami Zayn, well, he's really kicking off with our official. He's questioning that count. He thought it was 3 and... Oh, wait a minute. Who the hell is that? Who the... Oh, no. No. Oh, God. What on earth? Well, we need to know. Who is that? Well, whoever that was, he may just have given Sami Zayn his guarantee. Oh no, not this way. Haluva kick from Zayn. Referee didn't see a single thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, maybe now I can understand why Sami Zayn was so confident, why he was able to guarantee a victory. He had an insurance policy. This individual, and look, he grabs Kevin Owens by the throat and drives him down into the canvas. And at that point, it was a foregone conclusion, the Haluva kick. And let's be honest, Kevin Owens wasn't having the best of nights, and they went from bad to worse. Sami Zayn with the victory, with an assist from this individual who he now invites into the ring. Look at Zayn, very happy with himself. Is this the start of the crusade which Sami Zayn promised? I'll have to get Maynard Raig on the case to find out who this individual is. Well, if you missed out on Raw's first pay-per-view, Backlash, you can catch all the action on demand. The kickoff and the main show are available right now. Welcome back to Nova Scotia, Canada, as we have women's singles action up next, as the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella, makes her way to the ring. And Carmella will be looking to increase her win record to try and mount a challenge towards the new women's champion here on Raw, Ember Moon. Ember Moon, in what some might say was a shock victory at Backlash, defeating the man Becky Lynch to become the new Raw Women's Champion, and now has a target on her back, and she felt that target firsthand, courtesy of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. They attacked once again after the matchup, and the crowning moment for Ember Moon. Ember Moon was celebrating her championship win. She shook hands with Becky Lynch. A graceful opponent in defeat was the man, but that all came to a grinding halt once Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville hit the ring. Fire and desire, and these two were certainly firing at Backlash. So it's Mandy Rose who is going to represent Fire and Desire, her first matchup here on the red brand, and she will be looking to get off to a winning start here on Monday Night Raw. Not the best of receptions for Mandy Rose, a very glamorous entrance. but she has an attitude about her. And of course, with Sonya Deville at ringside, you cannot forget, you must keep an eye on Deville. Oh, and Carmella, well, the gangster in Carmella coming out there. Oh, and a huge big boot by Mandy Rose. What a response. Elbow to the back of the neck by Mandy Rose. Sends Carmella. And Carmella sidestepped Mandy Rose this time. For Carmella, she's got 1 win and 1 loss. So again, looking to climb the rankings. Wins and losses are important here. They matter. And for Rose, well, a winning start would be a great start. Elbow to the back of the neck. Carmella went for the boot, got caught. Elbow from Rose as Deville looks on. Hip toss takedown, and Deville happy with that. But that is one thing about Mandy Rose. She's a bit of a show-off. Very self-assured of herself and is prone to mistakes, and Carmella seized upon one there. And Carmella with the pin, 1. Just a 1 count. And I feel like the pairing of these two, Deville, very much keeps Mandy Rose in check to make sure that she doesn't get too carried away with herself. Mandy Rose is a skilled competitor, but sometimes, on occasions, can let her ego get the better of herself. Carmella, of course, very self-aware, very confident, but out here on her own. Not looking for help is the princess from Staten Island. Don't let the name deceive you. She can fight all right. Oh, Carmella with a drop toe hold to Mandy Rose. And head first into the corner, right in front of Sonya Deville. She's getting a great look at the action, and she won't be happy with that. And a huge clothesline takes down Mandy Rose. Picks up and drives Rose down with a spine buster, and oh, hold on a second. An altercation between Deville and Carmella, and that's allowed Mandy Rose to get to her feet, sends Carmella off the ropes, and oh, plants her face first into the mat. Well, that split second of interference wasn't much, just got the attention of Carmella, and that allowed Mandy Rose to get back in this match. Carmella up and Carmella down. You have to say, if things are going to continue to unfold in this manner, in this matchup, it's going to make things pretty difficult for Carmella. Mella with the drop kick, and oh, Deville again. It's almost becoming a handicap match here, and oh, Mandy Rose, not like this. Oh, and thank goodness Carmella managed to kick out. Oh, but for how long? As Mandy Rose plants her with the bed of roses, and 1, 2, 3, and you see the clenched fist of Sonya Deville. She definitely gave Mandy Rose a huge leg up in this one. Numerous occasions, Sonya Deville poked her nose, and this time it paid off. You see the bed of roses by Mandy Rose, and that was enough to put Carmella away, and it is a winning start for Mandy Rose. I wouldn't say it was a credible start because of course she was handed the victory, but a win nonetheless. Still to come tonight, the one and only Ricochet, coming off the back of that victory against Carl Anderson, takes on the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles couldn't wrestle away the WWE Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura, but can he settle the score with Ricochet as these two meet for the third time? Welcome back to Raw as a local competitor awaits in the ring for our next contest. Singles action. That was Alex Tremblay. He resides here in Nova Scotia, but he has a tough opponent. A man who made his debut on the Backlash kickoff. Andrade with his business partner, Zelina Vega. And Andrade took on Matt Hardy on the kickoff, and he was very impressive, picking up his first win, and he'll be looking to build upon that and make an impressive debut here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Zelina Vega always prompting, telling Andrade what to think about, what to do. She is a great asset to this young, talented individual. And again, he gets to show his talents here tonight. General Manager Eric Bischoff very high on the prospect that is Andrade Cien Almas. Whichever you want to call him. The long or the short version, it doesn't really matter. Andrade is indeed a top talent here on Monday nights. And of course, Zelina Vega continues to sing his praise, and rightly so, after that victory against Matt Hardy. And speaking of Matt Hardy, Hardy is here tonight, and let's not forget Matt Hardy's win-loss record. Not a single win here on Raw. And Hardy is going to address that record and these recent performances to the WWE Universe later on tonight. But right now, we're almost all set to go. More action as Andrade takes on Alex Tremblay. Can Tremblay cause an upset in front of his home fans? I have never seen Alex Tremblay wrestle, so I'm as curious as you. As Tremblay comes out and, well, very confident, and got a chop to the chest, and a slap as well to the face. Andrade, no nonsense approach. Tremblay came out to try and talk the talk, and well, Andrade, he walks the walk. Beautiful, stunning move. Tremblay tried to roll out the way, and he still caught him. And this man is very gifted, technically, physically. And with Zelina Vega at ringside, can't really go wrong. But Tremblay gets a headlock, releases. Missed. And paid for it. An early pin. And Tremblay is struggling. If the Canadian hopes are put on the back of Alex Tremblay, I'm not so sure. As Andrade, now Tremblay might be dazed. He's managed to get to his feet, and well, he's taken straight back down with a Hurricane Rana, and it's all too easy for Andrade. Zelina Vega not too impressed with the Canadian fans. And here was me thinking that they were wearing red tonight to show a bit of respect. I was wrong. But wait, I thought that Tremblay was gonna have some sort of offense, but I was wrong. Tried to get on the attack, and really, Tremblay, fireman's carry from Tremblay. Got to get going here. Got to pick up some momentum. I'm not sure that's the right move, Tremblay. You went there once. It didn't pay off. Managed to get 4, 5, 6. Pushed off, pushed away. Maybe went to the well one too many times. Did Alex Tremblay. Leapfrog over the top. Went for the elbow. Oh, Andrade puts on the brakes. Snaps the neck. Oh, Tremblay. Oh, and a basement dropkick to the side of the head. That has Alex Tremblay reeling. Not much coming back from Tremblay. DDT. Oh, Hangman's DDT. And hung Alex Tremblay out to dry. Well, Andrade wants him up. He's up. And he's down. And it's devastating from Andrade. And here we go. Hooks the arm. And the DDT. It's over. 1, 2, 3. And Andrade makes it 2 for 2 here on Monday Night Raw. Here you see the athleticism and the skill. You saw Tremblay try to roll, but he couldn't escape. And then this, the acrobatics, boom, right between the eyes. And then the DDT. At this point, it was probably already over. But that DDT put everything beyond doubt. Andrade celebrates his victory. Not really a fan favourite, but I don't think he cares too much when he has his business manager, Zelina Vega, at ringside, inviting her up into the ring. And once again, they both celebrate. These two certainly a pair to watch on the red brand as Zelina Vega continues to sing Andrade Cien Almas his praise. A very tense exchange between the former Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins and General Manager Eric Bischoff. Rollins wants his rematch and he wants it next week. But here we see Matt Hardy. I'm not entirely sure which version we're seeing here. 1, 2, 3. Well, 3's the number, alright, because that's the amount of losses that Matt Hardy has racked up and not one single win. Well, let's hear what Matt Hardy has to say about this major career low for one half of the Hardy Boys. Are we witnessing the end of Matt Hardy? Is this... Oh, wait. Well, Matt Hardy was having a moment with the WWE Universe. Was he about to call time on his career? Maybe Lars Sullivan decided to come and cut his career short for him because the Freak is making his way to the ring, and this is a very angry Lars Sullivan after he picked up his second loss to Seth Rollins at Backlash, and the Freak walks to the ring with a purpose, and I don't see Matt Hardy going anywhere. Hardy is standing his ground. I have to question that, considering the mindset that Matt Hardy is in, and as the lights return, a face-off between these two. Hardy, be careful. Be very careful. Eyeball to eyeball. Oh no. Well, Matt Hardy is in trouble. The Freak. Lars, no. No. Freak accident. He's not done. No. Oh, and the diving headbutt right into the heart of Matt Hardy, and now where's he going? He's got a chair. Hardy needs to get out the ring. Matt Hardy needs to move. Oh! Talk of retirement. Oh no. No, don't do it. No. For God's sake, no! A diving headbutt from the Freak, crushing the neck of Matt Hardy between the steel chair. What is wrong with you? Get some medics out here. My God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the paramedics are now in the ring. I'm a bit shocked as to what we've just seen. They are helping Matt Hardy. I will keep you posted on the well-being of Hardy if we hear any more. But, well, where were we? Roman Reigns, next week, the big dog will be here. He returns to action, and it will be the first time that we've seen Reigns since WrestleMania. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Hardy has been loaded up and taken into a local hospital. I will keep you posted if we hear anything more. But we now must turn our attention to our main event, the third encounter between these two, as AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, makes his way to the ring. And of course Styles came up short at Backlash, but what a contest it was between Styles and the WWE Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. As Styles Clash from Styles to Nakamura would see the undefeated champion come within a second of losing that undefeated record. But Nakamura found a way, and a Kinshasa would give Nakamura the victory. And tonight, AJ Styles will be looking to get back to winning ways. And one thing that I'd like to point out, AJ Styles at Backlash did it on his own. No Carl Anderson, no Luke Gallows, no OC. Styles came out and put on a performance. I hope he does the same tonight. Of course, the outcome wasn't what he wanted it to be, but he walked away from that matchup with praise for his effort, and surely that is how it should be. So I hope he does the same this evening, because Ricochet has been plagued with the interference from Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and that interference in previous weeks has seen Ricochet have to sit there and watch that main event at Backlash, when by all means he could have been in the main event himself. It was Luke Gallows that stood in the way of that fatal 4-way match, as Ricochet looked like he had the match won and stopped Ricochet from going for the 630. Ever since that fatal 4-way, these two have had 2 matches, and it's 1 apiece, and of course at Backlash, unlike Styles, Ricochet was victorious. He knocked off Carl Anderson. Can he do the same tonight? And can he get that all-important final victory over the Phenomenal One? It is your main event. It is Ricochet versus Styles 3. And I can't wait for this one. 2 superstars at the top of their game, and both within the top 5 of our rankings. And the referee signals for the bell to get our main event underway, and it's Ricochet with a kick to the gut. And Styles, they tried to tie up for the first time, and Styles pushes Ricochet away, but Ricochet manages to escape round the back and sends Styles off the ropes. Ducks underneath, does Ricochet. Leapfrog over the top, went for the big boot. AJ caught it. These two know each other very well. Ducks underneath, now does AJ. Leapfrog from AJ, and he hits the drop kick. You'd have to say, if you're looking at who is the quicker of the two, it would go in favour of Ricochet, but Styles is certainly no slouch. Styles is driven face first into the mat, and it's Ricochet who wants to try and gain the first pin, and just a 1 count, and Styles bounces up back to his feet, boot to the gut from AJ. AJ Styles knew how close he came to becoming the WWE champion. Shinsuke Nakamura was tested, but somehow that undefeated record remains intact. Ricochet heads to the top rope. First high risk of this matchup, Hurricane Rana gets it in 1, 2, and Styles may be caught off guard of how quick Ricochet headed to the top rope, and that is one thing about Ricochet. I said these two know each other very well, but Ricochet has all kinds of offense, and you're seeing more right here. Not just a high flyer. And if you blink, you might just miss the outcome of this one, because it could end within a second. Gut wrench powerbomb from Ricochet, showing the strength as well. And again, 2 count. Ricochet starting off the better of the two, wanting to build on the momentum of defeating Carl Anderson at Backlash. Luke Gallows poked his nose in that matchup and got taken out for his troubles. Maybe that's why the OC aren't at ringside. And AJ Styles putting the boots to Ricochet. Crowd behind Ricochet in this matchup. Snaps the neck to Styles, now goes to work. Submission, trying to crank the arm. Firm pressure being put on the arm by Styles. Ricochet needs to find a way out. Working his way up to a knee, now up to his feet. And does indeed break the hold. Boot to the midsection by Ricochet, forcing Styles back. And Styles stumbles into the corner. Under some pressure. And Ricochet, Hurricane Rana again, and showing those educated feet, the balance. And then decides to show the fans here what he's all about. I would just be careful not to ease up on Styles. And Ricochet back on the offense. A pin, 1, 2, and He folded up Styles. A power kick out from AJ, and Ricochet tries to force the pin this time and only gets a 1 count on the second exchange. Both men up to their feet, and Styles with a Pele. Where did that come from? And that's Styles with the pin. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out, but AJ Styles, well, that Pele, Ricochet walked right into it. Didn't see it coming. Sometimes you can be over-focused, and maybe that's what Ricochet was, concentrating on what he has to do, and in doing so, Styles caught him out. And AJ with the forearm to the outside. Oh, and AJ enjoyed that. Maybe saluting his OC brothers backstage. And Styles takes up Ricochet and a brainbuster on the concrete floor. I have seen Gallows and Anderson backstage, but Styles might not need them now after that brainbuster. Done the damage on the unforgiving concrete. Our official continues his count, standing between Styles and Ricochet, and that might have bought Ricochet some time. Our official, controversial officiating there, got in the way, and it did. Gave Ricochet an opportunity, and he took it, the big boot, and maybe a big victory, but not. No, not yet. Well, you could have given an assist to our official if Ricochet had scored the win. He stood right between Styles, who was maybe going to go for that springboard forearm. Ricochet with a jumping knee right on the chin, and that keeps Styles in place, and now heads up. High risk from Ricochet, the one and only Hurricane Rana turns Styles inside out. And now Ricochet already on the move. Oh, right on the money. Oh, and so close. Well, the quick offense from Ricochet really shone through there. And Ricochet hasn't stopped. Rolls through, hangs on to AJ, turns him inside out. And AJ Styles and his brain must be scrambled. Everywhere he goes, Ricochet is all over him. Went for the kick, Styles. How he's going to come back, I don't know. He does, with a clothesline. AJ, has he weathered the storm? My goodness, what a storm it was from Ricochet, that offense. But Styles fighting back, and Styles with another clothesline. Clobbers Ricochet. Styles may be looking a bit indecisive. First the boots backed off, then the boots again. Is he in two minds as what to do to make sure he can put away Ricochet? And now he goes for the calf crusher. Rolled through, made his mind up in the end. That's all that matters. Submission applied. And Ricochet, great ring positioning, and it is Ricochet who has to break the hold. Couldn't get to the ropes. European uppercut from Ricochet. Styles stands firm, gets a boot to the midsection for holding his ground, and Ricochet with a huge boot, and Styles dumped on the outside. My goodness, what a main event. And AJ up to his feet, and Ricochet twists in midair and takes him out. Luke Gallows felt that same maneuver last night when he poked his nose in the business as part of that match with Carl Anderson, and Ricochet now waits. Styles is slow to get to his feet. Fatigue may be a factor, and Styles is caught with the uppercut. Let's not forget that AJ is coming off the back of that match with Nakamura. You might say that Ricochet had slightly easier of a contest. Not that much, no offence to Carl Anderson. And Styles with a brainbuster. Served him well tonight, has that brainbuster. Delivered it on the outside of the ring. And that has stunned Ricochet. And plants Ricochet down into the mat. But Ricochet will not stay down. And Styles knows that. 450. That might keep him down. Pin him. Took his time again. Thought about it. Hesitated. And hesitation could have allowed Ricochet to kick out. Styles questions our official, but he took too long. And Styles wants up Ricochet. Ricochet up to his feet and a forearm. Second rope. Pin him again. No. Styles instead, maybe showing frustration, putting the boots to Ricochet. Oh, AJ. Yushigoroshi. Oh, and now he pins him. I was surprised at this. Oh, and Ricochet kicks out. Does feel like to me that Styles is in two minds. What to go for here. He knows if he makes a mistake, Ricochet with his speed and his quickness can punish him. He knows he's lost to him before as well. And Styles now with a phenomenal blitz. That was impressive. Quick hands from AJ. And Styles may just be thinking, oh, what do I have to do to put Ricochet away? Ricochet just keeps coming back for more, and he's up to a knee, and Ricochet, exhausted, still wants to fight his way back into this, trying to, oh no! Here comes Gallows and Anderson, the OC, but wait just a minute, Finn Balor, the Intercontinental Champion. Well, Finn Balor may have just seen enough of these antics from the OC, and thank God he did. Finn Balor coming to the aid of Ricochet. The OC hightailed it out of here. This match has been thrown out, but Finn Balor stares down the OC. He saved Ricochet, and thank goodness he did after his war with... Oh no! What? What on earth? Why, Finn? Oh no, Finn Balor, no. No. 1916. I am shocked at what we are seeing. Is this truly the original club getting back together? Oh no. Why, Finn? Why?